There's been only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's going to fight his way forward to the 23. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
3rd and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. You evade them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Dolphins football. They've got 1st down from the 31. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
79 Broncos.
They go play action here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Blown back gets the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go, shot.
Back now, pressure on its way. This complete to Colt. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Go!
Milton. Hits him on the out route. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Slot receiver headed left. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Pearsall there to grab it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Finds Hyatt. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for this. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive.
So many offenses will script, Kate, the first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser-used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue the push for the goal line.
They'll try and punch it in. Takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins have a great first drive and get the game's first points. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Man in motion, headed right. Throwing now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Throwing now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throw on 3rd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. 7-0. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. That's complete to Musgrave. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the 22 on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Dropping back to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Option play now. He's headed right. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Mitchell. And he's in for the touchdown. The Patriots can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots tie this game 7-7. Mevis ready to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 42. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Finding Pearsall. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is, is a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Pioneer. Here we go. Shot.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Has the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take a 2nd quarter lead. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Returnable from the 2. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a New England 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Patriots facing a deficit near the break. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Hey, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player on that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Let's go now.
Trying again following the sack. Chased out to his right. into the hands of Culp. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up. Rome Odunze, the intended receiver. So they're left facing a fourth down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
When you talk to kickers about kicking field goals of this length, they will tell you, Kate, you got to keep it a little lower and you got to drive it. But you still got to be accurate. Basically, all the pieces got to come together like they just did to hit from that distance.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. On the left side. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He throws a bullet, brought in inside the 20. He will go! Touchdown, New England! The Patriots make it a one-score game before halftime. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Patriots cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime.
Let's go.
Here's Milton. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Connects with the open man downfield. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Throwing now, off play action. A massive shot towards the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Mevis ready to send this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Another carry for him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
That's a short gain of 1. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Got to be 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw, Milton. Hits his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
2nd and 13. Launches one deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
3rd and long for him here. He's trying to go deep again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Fielded at the 11. Breaks the tackle, still going. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots take the lead right away in half number 2. Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead. So after giving up the punt return score, Brock, let's see if they can answer on a different type of return. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Ready?
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He rolls to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. They'll run here following the penalty. Blast through midfield. And he's down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A tight end in motion now. Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Throwing now, Milton. Pass is caught, it's T.J. Hawkinson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Milton back to throw. Hyatt with the grab. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Give them 3 on that gain. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Ready up. Come on.
Milton now. On the move, headed right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 3rd-quarter lead. It's a Roll the Dudes, a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins push their lead to 3. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
2nd and 10 now. He fires one deep down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
He's trying another one deep. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They'll run here on first down. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Ready.
Give now to the running back. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Set.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. Rolling left, behind some time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They get 22 on that one. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
Trying the right side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down.
Set it.
Now Milton to throw. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Ready. Ready.
Milton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of 14.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Complete beyond the marker. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Here we go, here we go.
Running it after the penalty. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
Let's go, go.
Going power with a big tight end. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain for them, and now it'll be second and goal. There's a give, left side. And he gets in, touchdown. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds him on the slant. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, ball at the 36. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. On target to Musgrave. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. Still sticking with the passing game. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Dolphins regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Here's the handoff. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And this one doesn't work any better. Defense there to drop him at the line again. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Back to throw. Here's Milton. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Throwing from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And he's brought down for a loss. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back to the well again. And he drives this forward to the 6. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. This from just 23 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They'll come out throwing. He's on the move. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
From the 32. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. It's a gain of 22. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Got it. Ready? 19 right.
They kick the running back in motion.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Need this to force overtime. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots to the